we took off from Birmingham Airport and we had to do it in two sections. So first of all, we went to Amsterdam. And then we landed in Amsterdam, and then we had a little bit of a layover, not too long, little stopover in Amsterdam, and then we set off on our second flight to Basel in Switzerland. Then we flew obviously into Basel, arrived in Basel. We were picked up by the pastor of the church we were helping out, and we set off on our beautiful scenic route to Biel, which is just kind of northwest of Bern. Beautiful scenery, and as you can see, it was a beautiful day as well. Nice and sunny, clear blue skies, absolutely fabulous. So then we arrived in Biel. Now I love the architecture in Biel, and that's why I just thought let me put some shots in here of the little drive through Biel. Here are some pictures around Biel. This is the city centre. So again, very nice. It's like a big open square, and then all these buildings around, all very old buildings, picturesque, great architecture. We did music just there, and then where the cafe is just there, there's actually a river running through it. This was I don't know if it's a hotel. It had Rolex on top of it, and then here are some more shots just around Biel itself. Then on the Sunday we went to the lake, which is right in the centre of Biel. And it's absolutely beautiful, as you can see. It almost felt like that was actually the sea. That's what it felt like, because you couldn't really, you could see land over the other side, but it's such a big lake that it really did, and obviously with the boats and everything as well, it really did feel like we were, at the coast. So although Biel is quite landlocked, Switzerland generally is quite landlocked, it didn't feel that way, because there's that much lakes and things like that. So beautiful day, as you can see. On the last day, on the Monday, we went to this place, which I'm not going to try and pronounce, and this literally is right in the centre of Biel again. We actually drove past the entrance to this on the way in, which I didn't realise. And those of you who are, a bit more keen-eyed would have spotted a mural on the side of one of the buildings as we came in, with a big waterfall on it. And that was right by where this waterfall was. So you had like a little trail, you went up past some construction, which didn't look like it was going to be anything special. And then as you carry on up the trail, this is what you can see in this beautiful path. And you got the river running through to the right hand side as you come up from town. This was us just going back down again. And then obviously all these waterfalls and things. It was really, really pretty. And the fact that it's right in the centre of Biel was quite incredible. But yeah, we spent a bit of time here. Not a lot. This was sort of like Monday morning. So this was our last day in Biel. And our little sightseeing day. It's just a shame, out of all the days, it was the day that was wet and rainy. But it's fine, it's still beautiful, even in the rain. later on that same day, we then drove up, and we were going to go to Interlaken, which we went to 2 years ago when we came. But because today, well, on this particular day, it was wet, overcast, rainy, and as you can see, there are clouds. Now, behind those clouds in the distance are actual mountains, and it's stunning. When it's not wet and rainy, it's actually really stunning. I mean, it's stunning even when it's wet and rainy, but because you can see the mountains popping out from the low-lying clouds. So that was quite spectacular. But when we came 2 years ago, all of this was blue skies. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. I was trying to find the footage from back then, but I couldn't quite find it. But anyway, it was beautiful. So we stopped off at this place here, which I'm not going to try and pronounce again. And this was a place where they've got caves. We didn't actually go in the caves, but as you can see, a beautiful view across that lake from the other side. And this beautiful waterfall as well, and it was just stunning. You know, it really was stunning. So it might have been wet, it might have been grey and a bit chilly, but actually it was still beautiful. Look at that view, wow. And it was so, you know, so far down as well, but it was a beautiful view. 2 years ago we did actually go to Interlaken, and as you can see we had wonderful weather. Look at the blue sky. So I decided to put some clips in from 2 years ago just so you could see where we were supposed to go this year, but we didn't because of the rain and the time. So this is heading up to Grindelwald, and this is the scenery on the way, and just check out those mountains in the distance with the snow on top. You have to bear in mind that on ground where we are, it was about 30 degrees on the day we went here. So it was absolutely roasting, but then you could see snow in the mountains. And one thing that I really liked, they had it in Biel as well, but I noticed it particularly in Bern, was they had lots of fountains in Bern, and you had water coming out, and you could actually drink from that water because it came straight from the mountains. So this is us arriving at Grindelwald, and that's that beautiful waterfall there. I did have photos and video footage from that waterfall because you could walk behind it, but I really couldn't find it. I searched everywhere for it, but I couldn't find it, but it was beautiful. So there's a little snapshot for you. And then this was the drive back from Grindelwald out back to, I think on this particular day, because this was 2 years ago, this footage, this was actually our first day. But yeah, look at those mountains. I mean, and just the architecture. I just love the architecture. I mean, I could literally sit and stare at that mountain all day. It's just so nice, and it looks amazing on the screen, but when you're actually there, your mind can't really take in what your eyes are seeing. Like, it's like, wow, what? It's just the vastness of it, and just the beauty, and just how spectacular that is. It's just stunning. You've just got everything. It's green, you've got blue skies. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. Then before we knew it, it was time to go home. Very sad, but hopefully I'll be back one day. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!